see, what did I just throw on? Hilltop Workshops. I got a strike for my Access Humboldt Unincorporated channel. So I removed all the videos there. And that's what I do to preserve that channel. And then I ramp it up and try to get myself on Kick because YouTube is you know what. So it's okay. This is the way it's always been ever since I've streamed. I do not care. I'm not monetized. I'm never going to be monetized. YouTube isn't even where most of the people are that are watching me. Got a bunch of silent watchers on Rumble. Hello to my silent viewers on Rumble. Thank you for learning with me. You guys are awesome. Okay, Constitution study. Let me shut this one down. How many do we need open, dear? Well, we'll have to refresh this because I'm sure these are they are not refreshed from the news pages that are put on for today's study. So the question one is, after the founders convinced the people of the need for a separation of powers, what great challenge did they face? So I'll get the questions up so we'll have the questions and there was another one. And then we'll have the answer page too. Well, you don't have the answer page. There is no teacher's edition. You know what? Next time, I'm doing my stuff in red pen. Oh, yeah. I know I'm not the only one who likes a teacher's edition. I know I'm not, okay? I know some of you out there. And we like that red pen, too. I signed something for Sean, and he was like, Sean Stryker, and he's like, why'd you sign it in red, D? I'm like, I don't know. It seemed like a good idea. It's like, not yet. Okay, Sean. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, Sean. Okay. Yeah, refresh. That's the deal. Oh, no. I didn't. You know what? Actually, darn it. I just realized something. Okay, I put the pages here. Oh, no, I put the pages here. What the heck? Oh, great. Let me see what's going on here. I know I saved this. Let's see. But I don't have the questions for you. Darn it. I don't even have the pages. I know I uploaded them all. I did. Okay. All right. Well, hello. Hi, Carolina. Good to see you. I gotta just check something real quick because apparently I did a boo-boo. I know I had this all uploaded and everything, and maybe I just didn't hit save. Oh yes, it's all coming back to me now. Yes, okay. Well, I do have the answers. Oh shoot. No, it would be better, quicker, easier. I want to have these for you too, uploaded, so I'll just ramble a minute. I'm pretty good at that, and I'll get these uploaded real quick. So, yeah, YouTube removed my content. Unfortunately, The Making of America, number 61, about copy, trademarks, courts, and laws of nations was removed as medical misinformation. Medical misinformation policy. Which, is cool. I think it really had more to do with my rant at the end of it. Oh, look, how we find violations. We use a combination of automated systems and human reviews to detect. Oh, so that's letting you know they use AI and humans. Did you guys see the robots at one of the games? The cyborgs? No, I don't even think they were cyborgs. They weren't cyborgs. But they were open robots with heads that were exposed. I'll share that later. Darn it. Okay, I guess Yeah. Yesterday, we did not have any water. My husband spent 2 hours this morning problem solving that situation. And so that kind of threw us off a little bit, but it's nothing I'm not used to. Some of you people could never live like I've lived. Seriously, you would shrivel up and die. There's no safe spaces here, okay? No safe spaces here. There's no power sometimes. There's no water sometimes. And it's fine, you know. It's nice when we get it back, but it's not the end of the world. It's just, it's very expensive to be running your generator on gas. It's definitely not ideal. And 17. So, but this morning I did get to doing this study. So what the answers are, let me just go through some of these answers while I upload this, so I'm not just sitting here like a foe. There's some downtime in between what I got to do here. So what the answer is to, after the founders convinced the people of the need for a separation of powers, what great challenge did they face? Well, some wanted the separation to be so complete, it would have made the system unworkable. And there was some more detail that I can get into that, but not right now. Question 2, which founder gave perhaps the most detailed reasoning for systems of checks and balances? Where is it recorded? You know, that part, I don't know if I even really got that part. Where is it recorded? I have James Madison. Oh, I know it. Yeah. In the 5 Federalist Papers, you guys. Okay. 47 through 51, explaining how these 3 departments should not be absolute, make allowances for built-in checks and balances. Okay, come on now. There we go. 3, explain the difference between blending the powers of government and usurping them. Why has it proven a difficult task to maintain the delicate difference? This is the stage that a lot of patriots get stuck on, and they also tend to hurl a lot of anger with it towards other patriots, because the answer, well, actually, it isn't this part exactly, but it's part of it. The difficult task is because there's a part that we're responsible for. We're entrusted. We are the guardians of the public. We are supposed to wheel against invasions. So that's the frustrating part about that. But the actual answer to this question is that blending does not intrude into the functions of government powers. They belong to each department. So we see, you know, the law enforcement acting like they are also the judicial, you know, deciding what laws you're breaking right then and there at times. And I'm probably not going to do it justice trying to explain all that. There's other people can explain far better what a bloated system of unlawful security is against us. The whole criminal justice system. The criminals are on the streets, and the people that are working hard and traveling around and trying to do the right thing are getting stuck in this beast system and afraid to correct what is wrong. That's the problems, how I see them. It's just way too big. They're like, you know. No! Sorry, but this is a new thing I have, so look out. No! Oh, those are the 2 worst ones. No! Don't! There are some funny ones. Don't! No! But none of them are funny yet, so we'll wait on that till later. I actually got that for my husband, and I was at his office yesterday or the other day. I'm like, I need that. He's like, take it. Okay, cool. I'm taking it. Let me get these. I am working on that other thing too. I'm working on 50 things at once. Don't you all do that too? It's called multitasking, which is actually considered switch tasking by time management experts, to which none of us actually do it as well as we think we do. Switch tasking is not efficient. though it is necessary sometimes. You have what's important, and then urgent comes in the room, and you're like, okay, all right, okay, important. I guess you're going to sit here a minute. All right, I'm almost getting these uploaded. There was a lot of downtime and just... I thought I'd finish this, and I didn't, you guys. The truth is I didn't finish it. The truth is I didn't follow all the way through. And the truth is I'm not perfect, which I'm sure was no surprise to anyone. Like, yeah, we know. We know. Well aware. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, now we're going to upload these new pages. But let me go on to the next question. Number 4. Tell about 2 different ideas that were tried or suggested in the founding period as ways of protecting the people from abusive government. And so there was Pennsylvania tried a council of censors, and others suggested, I don't know who these others are, but I know this is the answer to the question. Others suggested people be allowed to vote on critical constitutional issues at specific times. I'm really glad they didn't do that, because that would probably be a disaster, right? Where's my book? Let's see. 5. How did the founders finally conclude that a system of checks and balances was the best and only answer? Really, this is a short and sweet one, because all the other systems proved inadequate. Oh, they were looking at history, you say? Well, go figure. Ain't that something? They were looking at history. By golly. And I think there's another answer. And Madison said there was no better device than these checks and balances system that they had given us with this government. Almost. Oh, wait. Did I upload the one? Oh, well. They all have to get uploaded anyways. Let's see. 6. How many internal checks are provided for in the Constitution? What final check did the people have? Oh, I so want you to be able to have this page up. There's 18 of them. And so we're going to read those. We're definitely going to read those together. And I want you to be able to see them too. So I'm almost there. Cannot believe I forgot that stuff. What a dork today. I was so cocky too. I'm like, I'm good. I'm done. I got the answers. Boom. Oh, yeah? Oh, eat some crow, baby. Have some humble pie. You is not as together as you thought you was. Great. All right, come on. 1, 2, 3. Where's my third? I'm not uploading. You're not working for me. So these 18 of them are very good, interesting. And I can read them to you, but I want you to be able to see them on the screen too. Man. These pages are screwed up. Dead air. Dead air. I hate dead air. Dead air, dead air, dead air. Is there a song about dead air somewhere out there? Maybe I will make one up. Dead air is so scary. You never want to have dead air when you're lying. You will lose your breath sometimes. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there, people. It's better that we have these pages. It's better that I've so many times I'm like, oh yeah, I'll upload them for you. I'm doing that again. That doesn't ever happen. You got to get your own kit, seriously. Most of the time it works out. Most of the time we're able to make it work. But once in a while, I do have a hiccup. I would consider this a hiccup, wouldn't you? And I can't even look at chat because I don't even know if anybody's there. But I cannot. I'm already multitasking more than you know right now. Just having to use my brain to talk to you and to upload this stuff. Okay, I think we're almost there. Yes. Why, yes. Why, yes, we are. We are almost there. I'm going to add a little more. Yeah, dead air, dead air. Dead air, dead air. Need a good song about it. What would it be? Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. People be like, lady, you're wasting my time. No, we're having fun. We're learning. We're learning. I'm so proud of you for learning and for being here and sticking with me. By the way, no Bible study today. My friend Shay is sick. I said a prayer for her. And she is down. So we are not having Bible study today. I'm sorry to say. Sorry to say. But I have added a page to the standuphumble.news page. I think it's just under the About page. I added a bunch of really good godly messages from like Calvary Chapel pastors, and Trey Smith is on there. So, you know, there's hours of good teaching. If somebody wanted. Okay, this is the last one. Yay! Shoo! Man, I do not like doing that. I should make myself a checklist, you know. Part of me does this so that other people can be like, you know what, I could totally stream and I could do a better job than that chick. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. I will be self-deprecating for you. I will. I totally will. Oh, one more thing I don't have up here right now, which I do need to get, is the question page. I took those pictures all at once recently because one time I didn't take them before I wrote on them the answers. And I was like, oh man, now you all got the answers. I didn't want you to have the answers too. And you did. So I went ahead and took photos of all the rest of the sessions. So I don't know why there's 31 sessions and there's only 28 principles. Obviously, the last 3 sessions are probably just like, I don't know, refreshers or something. I mean, you would think that somebody that's attempting to teach a course, which I'm not doing. I'm learning this with you. You know this, you guys. You know this. This is the time I've set apart to take, and I started at 10 o'clock today. And I was doing this work while I was eating breakfast with my husband. I read him all the questions. I mean, I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy it. It's fun, but it's just amazing how much time it actually does take to get this stuff uploaded for educational purposes only, of course. I do encourage everyone to get their own kit and to learn it. All the past videos will be on Rumble. But YouTube, I just had to take them all down because they went after one of the constitutional class ones. And like I said, it's my fault because I was ranting about stuff. So, dang it, I cannot find that picture. I'll have to upload it for Wednesday's class anyway. I took all those quite a while ago, so I'm trying to find it real quick for you guys. Oh, are they here? Here they are. Okay. Session 17. So yeah, but there's 31 sessions. I don't know why. It's upside down. Session 24. They're all upside down, of course. Oh my gosh, forget this. I'll have to upload that. We'll definitely have it by Wednesday for sure. Oh, hey you guys. Hi Devil Dog. Hi Eric. So my bucket hat on. Shut up, you ass. Oh. Julio. You ass Julio. Where's my bucket hat? I'm going to wear my bucket hat later. You know it. I'm going to wear my bucket hat later. You know it, sucker. Okay, let's see. I did publish this, right? You're not getting the questions. You're just getting the answers for now. Until I get off of here, it's upside down. I'll have to edit it. I already feel like, let's see, how much? 24 minutes. Not so bad. Not so bad. Thank you for my pretty banner. I like the pretty banner. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I published a new blog last night. I would encourage you to check it out. It's about Pelosi. Okay, so you don't have the questions, but you do have this next reading, and you should have them all in a row. Oh, yeah, we're doing 18. So here we go. Let's just get on with it. Oh, of course, they're not in the right order. Of course, they're not. They looked in the right order. They looked in the right order on the back room to me. But we're just going to start here, and then I'm going to have to go back up to the other ones, okay? Okay, so here is our checks and balances. And it says the American Founding Fathers achieved a system of checks and balances far more complex than those envisioned by Montesquieu. I never say it right. I know, it's so uncultured. I'm sorry, you Frenchies. These included the following provisions. 1, the House of Representatives serves as a check on the Senate since no statute can become law without the approval of the House. 2, at the same time, the Senate, representing the legislators of the states before the 17th Amendment, serves as a check on the House of Representatives since no statute can become a law without its approval. 3, a president can restrain both the House and Senate by using his veto to send back any bill not meeting with his approval. Just want to make sure I'm sharing. Yeah. Let me get this off too. 4, the Congress has, on the other hand, a check on the president by being able to pass a bill over the president's veto with a 2/3 majority of each house. 5, the legislature also has a further check on the president through its power of discrimination in appropriating funds for the operation of the executive branch. 6, the president must have the approval of the Senate in filling important offices of the executive branch. And then I got to go up here. I'll edit this when I add the questions. 7, the president must also have the approval of the Senate before any treaties with foreign nations can go into effect. 8, the Congress has the authority to conduct investigations of the executive branch to determine whether or not funds are being properly expended and the laws enforced. 9, the president has a certain amount of political influence on the legislature by letting it be known that he will not support the re-election of those who oppose his program. 10, the executive branch also has a further check on the Congress by using its discretionary powers in establishing military bases, building dams, improving navigable rivers, and building interstate highways so as to favor those areas from which the president feels he is getting support by their representatives. 11, the judiciary has a check on the legislature through its authority to review all laws, and determine their constitutionality. 12. The Congress, on the other hand, has a restraining power over the judiciary by having the constitutional authority to restrict the extent of its jurisdiction. 13. The Congress also has the power to impeach any of the judges who are guilty of treason, high crimes, or misdemeanors. Excuse me. 14. The president also has a check on the judiciary by having the power to nominate new judges subject to the approval of the Senate. 15. The Congress has further restraining power over the judiciary by having the control of appropriations for the operation of the federal court system. 3 more. 16. The Congress is able to initiate amendments to the Constitution which, if approved by 3/4 of the states, could seriously affect the operation of both the executive and judicial branches. 17. The Congress, by joint resolution, can terminate certain powers granted to the president, such as war powers, without his consent. 18. The people have a check on their congressmen every 2 years, the president every 4 years, and on their senators every 6 years. And we are going to read this. The last question does pertain to this whole paragraph. Actually, there's 2 more questions. Sorry. 7. What was George Washington's advice about preserving the constitutional system of checks and balances? We're going to just read this whole thing. President Washington felt that the separation of powers with its accompanying checks and balances was the genius of the American system of government. The task was to maintain it. In his farewell, he stated, let me get my book, because I underlined some stuff too that I definitely want to, there's one thing I wanted to repeat in here. Maybe, yeah. It is important, likewise, that the habits of thinking in a free country should inspire caution in those entrusted with its administration to confine themselves within their respective constitutional spheres, avoiding in the exercise of the powers of one's department to encroach upon another. The spirit of encroachment tends to consolidate the powers of all the departments in one, and thus to create, whatever the form of government, a real despotism. A just estimate of that love of power and proneness to abuse it, which predominates in the human heart, is sufficient to satisfy us of the truth of this position. The necessity of reciprocal checks in the exercise of political power by dividing and distributing it into different depositories and constituting each of the guardian of the public will against invasions. Let's see, but I don't have the right page here. 14. I better have the page here. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Of others has been evinced by experiments, ancient and modern, some of them in our country and under our own eyes. To preserve them must be as necessary as to institute them. Repeat, to preserve them must be as necessary as to institute them. If, in the opinion of the people, the distribution or modification of the constitutional powers be in any particular wrong, let it be corrected by an amendment in which the Constitution designates. But let there be no change by usurpation, for though this in one instance may be the instrument of good, it is the customary weapon by which free governments are destroyed. And then the last question is about self-repair. It says, how has this ingenious device been effectively used as a means of peaceful self-repair? During nearly 2 centuries, the Constitution has been in operation. It has carried the nation through a series of traumatic crises. Not the least of these have been those occasions when some branch of government became arrogantly officious in the administration of its assigned task or flagrantly violated the restrictions which the Constitution placed upon it. As President Washington indicated, there is a tendency for some of this to occur continually, as is the case in our own day. But when it reaches a point of genuine crisis, there is a built-in constitutional machinery to take care of it. By way of contrast, we have scores of nations which claim to have copied the United States Constitution, but which failed to incorporate adequate checks and balances. In those countries, the only remedy when elected presidents have suspended the Constitution and used the army to stay in power has been to resort to machine guns and bombs to oust the usurper. This occurs time after time. What the founders wished to achieve in the Constitution of 1787 was machinery for the peaceful means of self-repair when the system went out of balance. And here we'll hear about Watergate. One of the most dramatic illustrations of the peaceful transfer of power in a time of crisis was in connection with the Watergate scandal. A president was found to have used his high office for purposes which were beyond the scope of his authority and outside the ramifications of legal conduct. Under threat of impeachment, he resigned. At the time, he was Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Services of the United States. He made no attempt to use these military forces to keep himself in power. In fact, under the American Constitution, it would have been useless for him to have attempted it. The transfer of power was made quietly and peacefully once the issue came to a point of decision. The blessing of domestic tranquility. Some of us have had to travel or live in nations during a time of turmoil and revolution. Even one such experience will usually convince the most skeptical activists that there is nothing to be gained and a great deal to be lost by resorting to violence to bring about political change. Once a constitution has been established and the machinery developed for remedy or repair by peaceful means, this is the most intelligent and satisfactory route to pursue. It requires more patience, but given time, the results are more certain. To solve problems by peaceful means was the primary purpose of the United States Constitution. Amen. There's a lot of people I watch on YouTube and like wherever, streamers and stuff, and they could get very excitable. They could get very excitable, and even like last year, there was people that were calling for things that would not have been a good idea. And it seemed to me like they're putting the cart before the horse. Like, why are you resorting to that? We're not animals. We're intelligent human beings, and we have a government that is a self-governing system. So the problem is the checks and balances part that's missing is us. We are not keeping these people in check. They're out of control. Our money is going places it shouldn't be going. We don't even know where our money goes in counties. We're not paying attention. We are distracted. It's frustrating to the people who are putting their lives on the line and people who are risking big and small ways. Hey, Engine 10, good to see you. Long time no see. A lot of people take different risks, and even just telling the truth today is risky. And I don't talk about those because I don't even want to draw attention to that stuff, But it's risky. I'm not just a streamer. I've gone out in the throes of it, and I'm going to be sharing about that soon because I want to use this thing for one thing. No. There it is. I said no. Okay. We got some things to talk about. Humboldt County, you've got leadership that's very similar to what's going on overseas in a place that starts with a capital M, capital L. That kind of leadership is here. It would be very nice to avert a disaster. Once upon a time, there was an engineer Drove a locomotive both far and near. Accompanied by a monkey who would sit on a stool, watching everything the engineer would do. One day the engineer had a bite to eat. The engineer left him sitting on the driver's seat. Engineer locomotive, 99 miles an hour. I don't know. Big locomotive, right on by. What am I singing? I'm singing an old song about a tragedy narrowly averted. Let's have a narrowly averted tragedy, Humboldt County. Let's figure out what our part is in this. You know, leaving it to the House or leaving it to the City Council or the Board of Supervisors or whoever to sit here and tell us what's up. They're the ones that took the oath. They're the ones that are bound by it. They have limits to what they can do. We are asking them. We are showing up, angry and this and that, and that's not the remedy. That's not the remedy. You know, the remedy is the remedy they censor, the remedy they edit out when people go to speak about it. The grand juries, the assemblies. You need to know what your county's doing. They're coming for your land. They're coming for your water. They already got your kids in the schools. It's bad, people. It's bad. I don't know what else to say. You know, it's frustrating because I know that we're the missing piece of the puzzle, and people get stuck on being angry at other people who are not paying attention. So it has to be done with class, and it has to be done with education. And we can't do this in our own strength. This is too big for us. These are giants we're up against here. So, and all we can do is worry about today, right? But we're also told to keep oil in our lamps for the future. We know how this story ends, but it doesn't mean that we don't do anything. You are the hands and feet of God. You matter. Everybody matters. We all have a story. Our stories matter. You know, it's funny. I was thinking now, isn't it weird how they said, Andy Warhol said, everybody's going to have their 15 seconds of fame in the end. 15 seconds or 15 minutes. Now I see why. It's just like, oh my gosh. And at some point, we all got to get out of our own little groove and get on the same page. And so we have a foundation that works. We have two excellent foundations. We have excellent ancient principles in God's word. If you want to go back to the Geneva Bible, because you can't trust the King James Bible, don't matter. The NIV version saved my soul. I don't really like the NIV version today, but you get the point. And then you go study deep. There's not a lot of lies in there. It still saves souls today. Archaeology matches. History matches. Yeah, there's too many new Bibles being written now. Like, you take the Message, that's a paraphrase. That is not a Bible. And they are rewriting the Bible in the last couple decades in ways that they're twisting words. It's true. But, that's why it's important. We learn this language. We learn this, that you hear the babble now. The more we learn about this foundation, the more we're smelling the lies and what's not true. So yeah, I'm a bummer that I had to take all those videos off of the other channel, but I'm on Rumble, and there's more people watching on Rumble than anywhere else. I'm on Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, 3 or 4 channels if I want. So take that, YouTube. Kiss my you-know-what. A dupoyash. Ish se dumo spach. Kurva mach. And dej mi buzi. Sorry, my little bit of Polish that I know. Love you guys. And I don't know if I'll be back. If I find my bucket hat, I'm coming back for sure. All right. I'll see you later. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. And you know what? Find something out about your community today. Find something out about what's going on. At least know what's going on and get behind somebody who is a grassroots, who's trying to have their voice heard. They need you. Every community's got somebody out there that's that's like a voice crying out in the wilderness, wishing somebody would pay attention to him, hoping somebody will stop following the mainstream people that are lying and actors, and they don't care about you. There are real people out there. And don't stop praying and looking at what's going on in Maui and in Hawaii. But you know what? There's a lot of shiny distractions. I just want to encourage everybody to really know what's going on in your community. Take care of your family. Know your neighbors. It's all there. Isaiah 1:17. That's the verse I leave you with. I'm stuck on it. Rebuke the oppressor. And there's a couple more things in there. Defend the fatherless. Y'all better look out. Isaiah 1:17. Rebuke the oppressor. Amen. Amen. Love you guys. Take care.